going on, guys? There we go. So yeah, I'm gonna be hanging out with you guys for about 30 minutes on this Sunday. What is the date today? January 20th. And then yeah, just for 30 minutes right now. Let's see, is Wayfez on? This K2 is always on, man. Always on. So yeah, I'm gonna 30 minutes now, and then an hour around like 6:30 p.m. Eastern time tonight. I will be playing Shadows of the Empire. So I guess stay tuned for that if you wanna watch me play some of that. Welcome to the stream, Psychotic. Good to see you, man. Paxton Hambling, Vikram, AT-AT chat. Dalthier, what's up, Dalthier? Zay the Geek, Demon, Jake Simpson, Baggings, Halvor. What's up, Halvor? Good to see you, man. Darth Plague is 45. Wayfez. You don't see me online. Interesting. I am online. I just saw you online and sent you an invite. Am I invisible? If I am invisible, no, I'm not invisible. Weird. Huh. It's very strange. And how you join all trilogy fans together. Zillion, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I guess that the notifications are fixed. Darth, for now they are, it seems. That comes and goes, man. Yeah, all last week it was perfect, and then this week there were some hiccups. Yeah, it's like almost every other week it seems to be an issue, at least within the past 3 weeks or so. But yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a Clone Wars video scheduled. Oh, nice. GameStation 3, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support. I actually did not go on my run this morning because it was pouring down rain and storming. Shinobi 3 actually is in my bookmarks at the tip top of my my browser here. I have not gotten a chance to check it out. But GameStation 3, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. First super chat of the stream. Shinobi03 just made a new video about Luke today. Nice, I'll have to check that out. Shit, my headset just died. Let me plug it in. I am so sick of these wireless powered headsets, man. Like, I should have. I used to work for a company, and is it working now? There we go. I used to work for a company, and I did like I don't know, videography, photography for them, and they gave me a lot of equipment once I left. They were just like, you can keep this stuff, man, because they were getting rid of a lot of people. The company was kind of seemed to be going under, but they gave me all my shit, all their shit they gave me, which was awesome. But they gave me a really, really nice pair of Sony headphones, like studio quality, $150 Sony headphones. And then I gave them away because I was like, yeah, I'll never use these. And now I wish I would have fucking kept them because I want to plug them directly into my mixing board. I don't want to have these wireless, wishy-washy Logitech nonsense. Yeah. But long story short, GameStation, I don't know why I went down that road. But I will get around to checking that out for sure. And I still have my idea written down next to me. Luke, mindset, research. That's what it says right there. I think that would be a pretty fun video to make. Those types of videos always bring a lot of different opinions, which is fun. And then a lot of people that cannot seem to understand that everybody's opinions differ. Aren't those the most fun people? Aren't those just the most dandy people? Let's see, let me turn up my game real quick. I like my Logitech headset. Yeah, I mean, I like mine too when it's working correctly. It seems like it's such a strange. Oh, one sec.
What's your thing on Grievous on the Clone Wars?
Tom Farrar, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Give me one sec. Yeah, AT-AT, my Logitech headset's great when it works. It just seems like it I don't know, man. Like, it's so. Some days it is perfect, and then some days, like, the entire day it seems like it can't find the receiver, and it's just pinging in and out of contact with the wireless receiver, and, you know, if I plug it directly into my computer, it does not act as a direct line to my PC. Instead, it just acts as a power cord. When I wish what it did was, you know, plugging it into the computer, I wish it was just like a wired headset, but it doesn't do that. I've gone in and changed some like notepad files within the drivers that that was suggested by Logitech's Help Center, and it still doesn't work. I don't know. I'm over it. Tom Farrar, what's your thing on Grievous on the Clone Wars? I do what I think of him in the Clone Wars. I like him in the Clone Wars a lot more than I did in the prequel films, and that goes with a lot of characters in the Clone Wars, right? And the reason behind that is because you just have more time to spend with them, right? You have more time to flesh out their motivations, what makes them tick. We get to learn a little bit more about the bad guys in the Clone Wars, which that's never a bad thing, spending a little more time with characters, letting them develop a little bit. I like Dooku a lot more in the Clone Wars and the prequel films as well, because same reason, Grievous kind of felt flat to me, kind of felt more like a, I don't know, a visual thing than I don't know how to describe it, but in the Clone Wars, I kind of like how they even flesh out the entire Separatist cause a little bit more too, I guess that goes without saying, just because you do get to spend more time with all this stuff. So obviously they have more time, they're going to tell you a little bit more, but that's probably been one of my favorite things, Tom. Not only getting to spend a little bit more time with the bad guys, but getting to better understand the Separatist and Republic confrontation. Seeing the multiple systems involved, seeing how kind of like innocent bystanders don't really want to be a part of this conflict, but they're pulled into it left and right. There's proxy wars, which is always interesting to me. Yeah, that's probably been one of my favorite things in the Clone Wars, is just kind of like fleshing out the entire conflict a little bit deeper, But yeah. If that makes sense.
Didn't Luke already have to go through so much to learn what it felt like to have Didn't he learn anything? Emotions take control of his judgment. Didn't he learn anything?
Game Station 3, thank you so much for the super chat and the channel support. Didn't Luke already have to go through so much to learn what it felt like to have his emotions take control of his judgment? Didn't he learn anything? Of course he did, yeah. What do you mean? Well, the thing is, my thing is, man, is that we've had like 30 fucking years of Luke absent, right? We don't know where he was. We don't know what his mindset was. Oh, one sec. Nice, Chris. One sec, Chris. I have a big problem with people saying stuff like, Luke wouldn't do that. Luke wouldn't such and such. This character wouldn't. Not even just Luke. Any character for that matter. This character wouldn't do that. This character wouldn't do that. Especially after such a long time of absence where we don't really know what's going through his head. It's almost like people view characters as like immovable statues that are forever one way, when I want them to be human. Humanizing characters is probably one of the most interesting things you can do. But yeah, oh shit. No, oh, I thought that 9-player kill streak was going to go away. Yeah, of course. You can learn a lot, but you can also relapse and kind of lose the judgment that you've built up over years, right? I find oh, one sec.
Fly casual. Snoke again with his bear. Again with his bear. Yes, and blow up. Then kills Vader. Then kills T-H-E-T-H-E-N.
Nice. I appreciate that. Asalatum? I know I butchered that. I apologize. One sec. One sec. I don't want to lose this kill streak. Do not want to lose this kill streak. Oh! Damn it! I lost the kill streak. But Game Station. Yeah, I don't know. I find a lot of the... Obviously, everybody's different, right? I cannot say that enough, but I find a lot of the Luke arguments that don't like the way he was portrayed in The Last Jedi to be very, very... I don't know. They don't seem to take into account decades. They don't seem to take into account a lot of the unknowns. Star Wars has a lot of times been about filling in the blanks yourself, right? And then after the fact, a lot of non-film material comes in to fill in the gaps. I'm sure we'll get a little bit more information, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm a big fan of how Luke was portrayed in The Last Jedi. I wish we saw a little bit more of him instead of Canto Bight. I wish we got to go a little bit deeper into his mind. I think in the long run it'll be one of the more interesting kind of character developments in the saga. I think it's definitely underappreciated for sure. I do not require my characters to I don't know. If that makes sense. Luke wouldn't do that! Why? Why not? Why wouldn't he do that? Because he's a Jedi! And he already learned stuff. Yeah, but that was like 3 decades ago, and you know, I'm not the same dude I was 5 years ago, and I haven't gone through what Luke went through. Who knows? Who knows? But he wouldn't do that. Who knows? I know. But who knows? I know! Okay. Let me make this video essay. Christopher, sorry, man. Oh shit. Christopher, this $2 is for putting Rogan as a Force Ghost. I appreciate that, man. I was wondering, or I was thinking about who I could put in there, and I was just, for whatever reason, Michael Jackson popped into my mind, so I put Michael Jackson. And then Jerry Seinfeld, the only reason I put Seinfeld in there was because I was watching an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Season 7, Seinfeld pops up. They're doing like a Seinfeld reunion, so I was like, alright, I'll put Jerry Seinfeld in there. And then Joe Rogan, I was listening to his interview with Mike Tyson while I was editing those Photoshop things together, so I was like, all right, I'll put Joe Rogan in there. I should have put Mike Tyson in there too. That would have been funny. But I appreciate that, Chris. I'm always curious, like, what little things that I put in there, if they will be noticed or not. You know, like on the missile that's like blowing up a TIE fighter in that video. It says Jedi Forever on it. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that. Sometimes I put little stupid shit in there that I don't think anybody will ever notice, but if somebody does, it'll just make me laugh, you know?
And even the prequels to an extent are too. Also, it's my B-Day.
Nice, Tom. I appreciate you, oh shit, supporting the channel on your birthday. We should be supporting you on your birthday, man. One sec, Tom. I'm a little behind here. Asalatum. I apologize for butchering your name, man. And then Luke kills. I gotta get the voice down. And then Luke kills Snoke again with his bare hands, and then he blows up the Death Star again, and then he kills Vader with the Porg, and then wait. I completely messed that up. I completely read that wrong. And then Luke kills Snoke again with his bare hands, and then blows up Death Star again, and then kills Vader and Porg, and then that was a very fun video to make up, I have to say. I want to make more of those silly ass videos, and it's hilarious to me that people take them to be some kind of like. Yeah, I've gone through some of the comments, and it's hilarious that people, like, take it as an attack. I'm like, fucking... It's a video about Luke in mech armor with missile launchers on his shoulders, with 16 lightsabers, standing next to Michael Jackson. It's not meant to be taken serious, you silly fucks. But I want to make more that, yeah, just, I don't know. Be fun. I think it tells a lot about the people who take it seriously or as an attack. Oh yeah, Star Wars Remix. It's a good way to like suss out the people who take themselves way too serious and are unable to joke about anything that they like or dislike, you know? Or their opinions or anything. I don't know.
10 of us can defeat 100 rebels.
Tom Ferrara. To people who say the Solo film is unnecessary, to that I say, well, Rogue One, Episodes 7 and 8, and even the prequels to an extent are too. Also, it's my birthday. Well, happy birthday. Yeah. Well, oh, one sec. I'm going to let the robot read Game Station.
I don't know.
I think my cold is gone, guys.
It wasn't his intent to kill Ben. He still snuck up to his room while he was asleep and ignited his lightsaber before he held himself together.
Yeah, for sure. And then one of my favorite moments in the movie is when he talks about it was a fleeting moment. It was I can't remember how he worded it, and he felt ashamed. Luke Skywalker felt ashamed. He pulled himself back together, you know. Conflicting stories. Ben tells the story one way, Luke tells the story another. The truth is somewhere in the middle. But yeah, I don't really see. I don't have an issue with it. I don't. Whatsoever, you know. Luke is always kind of, even in the sequel the original trilogy rather. He's torn, especially in Return of the Jedi. All black, he's torn. He ends up throwing his lightsaber away. One sec.
If he was able to sense the sister from another system, why couldn't he have sensed Ben's from his own room?
All right, game. Game Station. One sec, man. One sec. Let me get to Tom's, and then I'll get to these. Well, Tom. Yeah, I don't know. My thing is, the anthology films haven't really done much for me, right? Solo was a fun ride. I'd take it or leave it. Rogue One, didn't really care for it. It's one of my least favorite Star Wars movies. The thing is, most things are unnecessary, right? You got the original trilogy, that's probably the most necessary. Everything else is just icing on top. Is the Solo film unnecessary? Maybe. It doesn't really add anything new to the character of Han Solo, in my opinion. But it's still a fun ride. I don't know why people have an issue with it. Like, I don't really like the whole nobody asked for this thing. Yeah, who gives a shit? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, the prequels are basically yeah, they're the story of what came before, but they're also just based around expository dialogue that Ben was telling to Luke in his house, you know? Like, most of everything that was in the prequels, the entire reason for much of what was in the prequels is based off of what old Ben told Luke in A New Hope. It's kind of interesting, like, how such a little amount of information can just spark an entire trilogy, you know? I don't know. But happy birthday, everybody in the chat. Can you do me a favor and wish Tom a happy birthday? Game Station 3, if he was able to sense the force of his sister from another system, why couldn't he have sensed Ben's from his own room? See, that's... I understand there's like little, I don't know, I don't know if you call them plot holes or missing explanations or something like that, but dude, that is certainly not exclusive to the sequel trilogy. The prequels, the original trilogy, once new, like, information is given, once new Force abilities are presented, it just creates an entire, like, new, well, why didn't they do this here? Why didn't they do this here? Why couldn't he sense this there? Why couldn't the Jedi Council sense Palpatine's plot? Like, there's just so... You guys know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm not doing a good job of presenting that, but it's like, when we start nitpicking them to that extent, like wondering why a character couldn't sense something when they could sense something else. Who knows the circumstances? Who knows why? Maybe Snoke was blocking something. Who knows, you know? Palpatine was blocking something, so I could assume that Snoke could do that as well. These are things that, when you start questioning them, yeah, I mean, it's Star Wars, right? It's always been like that. When you start questioning them, you can find little holes here and there. Why didn't so-and-so jump higher? Because he's a Jedi and he can jump super high. Why couldn't he move that thing? Why couldn't, you know, why couldn't Darth Vader just blow up, I don't know, the Rebel base with his brain? You know? I don't know. I don't have an issue with it. You know.
We must rally.
Does that make sense?
The resistance get the upper hand.
There's a, I don't know. There's just a lot of shit like that. And if we start, I don't know. If we start like looking at the sequel trilogy, we also have to look at the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy, right? Because the just kind of the unexplained or potentially plot holes. I don't even know if that's the correct word because I don't know. In all forms of Star Wars material is quite extensive.
Regroup and push back.
Michael McGrath is back. Michael McGrath, that silly goose. I think I know who that is. Oh, ouch. I think I know who that is. But Game Station 3, I appreciate the super chat and the channel support, man. Honestly, I'm gonna like write down some of this stuff because it would be interesting to kind of, I don't know, gather my thoughts and make that video, you know. And it's probably not just gonna be about Luke. It's gonna be about my thoughts on characters in general, you know, as I write this down. Because, you know, you hear that a lot from not just Star Wars fans, but all franchises, all fandoms, all franchises. Where, oh, dude, I'm telling you right now, you wait for the new Picard series. I am a huge Star Trek: The Next Generation fan. Captain Picard is my captain. He is like my ideal human being, my ideal leader. I love him as a character. And you just fucking wait for that Picard series to come out, man. Because they already said, even Patrick Stewart said, he doesn't want to do the show if it's just the same Picard. Picard is going to be way different than the Next Generation Picard. You just wait for the people being pissed off.
Rapid execution.
It's going to be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Their forces are becoming weak.
How do you fight with the Stormtrooper helmet on? I'm just really good, man. Actually, there's an Oculus Rift inside of my helmet. And a pair of Dr. Dre Beats headphones. So, look, like, I'm turning my head to the left, turning my head to the right. So, it's pretty awesome. Sometimes it oh shit, puts me at a disadvantage just because I get a little dizzy. But for the most part, it's pretty great. So realistic. Oh shit. Oh no! Did I get that guy? Nope. Somebody else did. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh! Whoa! Jesus. Ah, shit. Oh, Sal, there you go. Go Jags. Can you take a guess? How the hell is your vocals so prominent under the helmet? Nobody tell the secret, but can you guess, Sal? Maybe people don't know the secret, but can you guess? Can you guess what the secret is, Sal? Gaming Onion. Yeah, I mean, I would like Greedo to be in the game again. Not just because this is the channel's name, but I think, well, for me, I just like blaster-wielding characters. And I would love, whoa. I would love, I've said this before, but I would love, like, a Bounty Hunter DLC pack, right? Just a bunch of Bounty Hunters, like 5 Bounty Hunters in a DLC pack. Boom. You could get, like, I don't know, IG-88, Greedo, Cad Bane would be cool. You know, just a bunch of bounty hunters. Have like a seedy Star Wars DLC. You know, I think I would love that. Little lesser known characters, maybe. It'd be fun. Oh shit, I got 2 minutes left until. Okay, oh, this match is over. Yeah, so tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be doing a Shadows of the Empire, Lord Edge, Shadows of the Empire live stream, just for about an hour. I've played that game so many times. An hour, I'd probably get to Ort Mantell maybe and beat that. I think. Man. But, alright, let me quit out of this. Got 1 minute. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, bro, you know those some clones at the beginning of your most recent Clone Wars with Del Squad, right? Abe Frumman. Dude, like, that is fucking hilarious. Whenever I go to my Clone Wars videos, people, when I say something like, and some clones, or I don't know, the kid. I say the kid. People are like, he wasn't a kid. Okay. You know those clones that, yeah, just in passing. They weren't, like, integral to the story, so I didn't go into detail about, like, what they are and who they are. I just say, the clone, or some clones. I don't know, it's hilarious, man. If I say, what are some other examples? Stuff that I've noticed, like, I'd say mother, because everybody calls mother, and I know that they say the mother's name in the episode, and then everybody's like, actually, the mother's name is, what is it, Townsend? I can't remember right now. I watched the episode earlier this week, I can't remember. But I'm like, yeah, they call her the mother, so I call her the mother too. Like, okay, do I need to get that detailed and intricate with, like, like, shit? Alright. Townsend, that's right. I don't know, it's silly, man. People get very, very, like, anal about these Clone Wars reviews. And I'm just talking about shit in passing. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. Alright, guys. Open the crates. I'm waiting until I get to 100, man. You open the crates, that gamer pro. Alright, guys, I gotta get going. Yeah, I'll be back on tonight for Shadows of the Empire. But let me run down the list. Game Station 3, I appreciate the super chat and the channel support. These kind of questions and thoughts, Game Station, always take me off guard. And whenever I talk about these subjects, I always like to, I don't know. My thing is, whenever I make videos, I always write detailed scripts. I very, very rarely ad-lib on my stream or on my videos. These topics that you're bringing up are very similar to video topics that I would talk about. So whenever I talk about that kind of stuff, I like to sit back and write for a couple hours, and maybe I get something together. Being put on the spot, I can, just a base layer, just a very, very thin layer. I can kind of come up with some ideas and stuff like that. But you gave me some good ideas for some videos. Did I just burp on a live stream? I think I did. You gave me some good ideas for a video, and I think it'd be fun to talk about. But I just, at this point, that kind of stuff is like beating a dead horse, right? Everybody has their opinion. Everybody's already entrenched in their opinions, and I don't know. Maybe I'd still like to make it. Kados, I'm waiting until I get to 100 crates. Then I'm going to do a very exciting 100 crate unboxing. I wonder what's in this crate. 500 credits. I wonder what's in this crate. Wow. Tom Ferrara, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. Asalatum, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. I need to figure out how to say your name, man. Asalatum. Asalatum? I'm not sure. Christopher, thank you for the super chat and the channel support. Oh, cool. Alright. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anybody there. Sweet. Oh, Cladle, nice. Oh, that was yesterday. Claydol is the latest fleet member. I completely missed it. I always miss him whenever anybody anybody joins the fleet when I'm not streaming, you know. All right, guys. Let's see. Yeah, tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be doing a Shadows of the Empire live stream. All right? So tune in or don't. It's up to you. Maybe I'll archive it. All right. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you tonight if you want to check it out. Okay. See ya.